Well, folks, I'm not sure what happened. The camera literally just froze. Starlink is up and running, no problem. I got good signal. Not sure what happened. I do apologize. Wow, 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 wow. That's never a good way to start a live for sure. Folks, I do apologize. Can't see it being anything on my end. I really can't. I got full signal. Starlink's running. Weather's good. Wow, never had that happen before. Hey, Chaos, how are you, buddy? How are things this evening? How'd the ice fishing go? Did you catch anything? I'm back here at my old stomping ground, my good friend. I'm back where I started the entire channel way back when. Oh, nice. Nice. All right. Not bad for some ice fishing there, buddy. Congratulations on that. Yeah, my channel just froze up on me. I'm not sure what happened. I had good signal and reception, everything. The channel just froze up. Not sure what happened. Hey, William, how you doing, buddy? Okay, so they do have a size limit on your walleye. Gotcha. Oh, okay. No, no. But you know what, though? You still got some good catches for sure, my friend. Indeed. Hey, Florida fan, my personal best right now, if you're talking carp, almost 13 pounds. Striper, 5 pounds. Cat, almost 7 pounds. And smallmouth bass, definitely a 5 pound. Yeah, I bet it was a lot of fun. Now, we just got out here a little bit ago, William. Not bad. For some unknown reason, the live decided just to freeze up. I was going really well. All of a sudden, it just froze. It wasn't a signal issue. It wasn't a connection issue. It just literally froze. So I had to restart it. I do apologize. Yeah, I bet it was fun there, Chaos. Indeed. Yeah, they do put up quite a bit of a good fight. Them little catfish, whoa, that's awesome. I just had two Canadian honkers fly over me. I mean, literally about 10 feet above my head. That was great. Well, thank you, Alec. I appreciate that. Florida fans, hey, I appreciate that. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the channel, man. Glad you're here. Now, folks, for those of you joining back in, I do apologize. For some reason, the signal just the phone just froze on me. I'm not sure what happened. Yes, it does. Oh, indeed, it does. Chaos. You don't get no better than that. Whoa, hello. There goes my towels. Yeah. Better put this tackle box where it doesn't fly around. Folks, I'm telling you, man, we're getting some good winds out here right now. Okay, so it was amazing. We took a trip out to an area in the desert locally out here called the Narrows. Oh, it's an amazing. It's like being on another planet out there. If you get a chance to check out that video, please do. I had the GoPro mounted on the side of the mirror on the side by side that I drove, and yeah, it was just amazing. And we ended up the night heading out to a place out there, another location out there called Red's Bar, and yeah, it was kind of cool. Had a little bit, a few drinks out there to kind of wet the whistle because we were pretty parched after all that dust and debris that we kicked up. But yeah, we had a heck of a good time, man. A really good time. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I hope I can get something too. See, it says windy here in Minnesota too. Getting some snow. 2 hours north of me, up north shore, Lake Superior is supposed to be 25 inches of snow. Oh my gosh, we're talking literally 2 feet of snow. Woo! That's not snow. That's a freaking. That's a whoo. That's a blizzard. Wow. Wow. Well, you know what? Be safe out there, Chaos. You and your family be safe out there where you're at. I mean, it's cold here now. We're probably maybe 62 right now with wind gusts about between 13 and 16. But I mean, we're out here doing it, man. Oh, cool. Yeah, it's the perfect time to go snowboarding. You bet it will be. Indeed. Indeed, it will be a good time to go snowboarding. Whether snowboarding or skiing, for sure. Hey, folks, again, I want to give a shout out to those of you that are just joining tonight. Thank you guys so much for helping me achieve that 3,000 hours watch that I needed. Couldn't have done it without you guys, man. So the next step will be going on to the 4,000. But I just wanted to say thank you and give you guys credit because it's nothing I've done. It was all through your support. Appreciate that. Thank you, Chaos. Yeah, buddy, it's been a struggle, but man, you guys helped me get through it, and I do appreciate that. Definitely couldn't have done it without you. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You too, sir. Hopefully, I can get the viewers back on before the live went frozen. Well, thank you. So do you, Chaos. I appreciate that. That's a huge compliment coming from you, my friend, because you have a great channel also. Folks, if you're new to the channel, check out Chaos Goat's channel, man. He's amazing. He's got great content that he's out there fishing on his kayak, catching them big fish. Yeah, check out Chaos's channel, Chaos Goat Fishing. And my ears are frozen right now. My ears are so frozen right now. Woo! Of all nights, I didn't bring the ham warmers. Tonight was the night. I wanted to kind of keep this channel a little low key tonight because I wanted to get out here and do some fishing for sure. But I just wanted to kind of interact with you guys and gals here on YouTube tonight since I didn't get a chance to really do it. You know, I've been so busy with other things going on, trying to create new content. I just wanted to sit back and say, hey, what's been going on in your guys' world? Good to see you guys again. Anybody been out there to get any fishing done? That's been in decent weather other than, the ones that have been getting hit hard with the snow? We've actually been had comfortable weather here until yesterday. Last night we had a storm move in here. We got some rain and some wind, and now it's cold today. Now the river here tonight is supposed to go up. It's supposed to be about 3 units tonight. Well, I see. Out here we can catch. The species of fish that we can catch out here are striped bass. We can catch catfish, cod, trout, smallmouth, largemouth, bluegill, crappie, the razorback chub, which you can catch, but you've got to put it back in the water immediately because it's illegal to keep them. And then you have different various types of trout that you can catch. You can catch an Apache trout, which at one point was on the endangered list, but now you can catch them, but there are limitations on how much you can catch. Some of the new rules that have actually happened, yeah, an awesome variety, right? We got flathead and channel cats out here too, which are nice. Some of the rules that just changed as of, I found out as of the beginning of this month in February, is that we now have no limit on our striper here in our lakes. We still can only catch, I believe, up to 10, potentially 7 to 10 here in the river. But on the lakes, there's no limit on striper, and we're allowed to catch up to 25 catfish now on our lakes. So, yeah, it's kind of cool. Now, here in Arizona, we have what we call Lake Mojave, but on the Nevada side of the state, which is that land right behind me, they have a big lake out there called Lake Mead. They kind of coordinate together with the same types of laws and regulations when it comes to the striper and catfish. So yeah, it makes it a lot nicer to know that you're not limited to what you can and can't do. It makes the fishing a lot more enjoyable and a lot more fascinating when you can catch those big ones. Now, from rumor that I hear, as of to date, the record for the largest size striper in the Arizona area that I know of, I'm sure might be some bigger in other states, but I believe in Arizona State, the largest striper that we have right now is going to be a 70 to 75 pound striper. That is a behemoth of a fish. A behemoth of a fish. Now, I'm thinking anything more than 6 to 8 pounds for me, I would probably enjoy the catch and maybe release because to me at that point, it's just too big to eat. But I'll tell you, if I did get a big one, yeah, it's definitely going to get mounted and put on the wall for sure. Indeed. Tony Gilbert, how are you, my friend? We are doing good. Nah, not yet. It's just kind of got out here a little bit ago. I just wanted to get out here and get on the water. And oh, it's beautiful out here, Chaos. I enjoy it. I really do. Folks, I do apologize. If you were on the last live that I had to shut down, I do apologize. The system just froze. It wasn't due to a signal issue. I had great signal. It's just the phone froze. I'm not sure what happened. So I had to restart it again. So I do apologize. Sometimes either the phone can get quirky or YouTube can. I'm not sure which. But it wasn't a signal issue because I'm on Starlink right now. Yeah, during the summertime, it's a little warm here, Chaos. But I mean, overall, though, it's 3 months out of the year. We have the river and the lake here, and a lot of us have pools in our backyard. But the reality is that it can get pretty warm that we don't even want to go outside. But overall, though, it's not bad. It's not bad at all, though. 3 months out of the year is the only time it gets hot. But other than that, we're golden. Hey, Jacob, how are you, buddy? Yeah, no worries, man. We're not out. We're not at Rotary tonight, Jake. They didn't end up stocking today, so we're out here going to be trying for the big boys tonight if we can. I just had to get out here on the water, man. I need to get some. Well, I appreciate that, Tony. Yeah, me too. Like I said, even if I don't, it's okay. I still love being out here hanging out with you guys. You know, it doesn't bother me one bit, man. It's an opportunity to get out here and get some fishing action in. Hopefully everybody had a really good weekend. Oh, what happened, Tony? What happened to your spot? Oh, no, I'm sorry to hear that. CK says, just like here, but the opposite. I deal with 50 below winters and have beautiful. Oh, yeah, I understand that, my friend. I understand that. And you know it's cold where you live, my friend. Whoo. Years and years ago, when I was a lot younger, I lived in Pennsylvania, and I know we get like 25, 30 below sometimes. It's cold out there even. But you know what, though? Your spring, summer, and falls are gorgeous. Indeed. It's just the winters can be pretty harsh, especially with the cold and the snow. There you go. Stay inside by the fire watching YouTube. There you go. No, I'm not originally from PA. I lived in PA some time ago, Tony. I'm originally from the East Coast, but we ended up moving out here to Arizona about 7 years ago. I just love everything about Arizona. When I look out here at my desert, it reminds me a lot of like the old Western books I used to read as a kid. Love it. Yeah, but I did live in Pennsylvania for a while. It's beautiful out there. Loved it out there. But this is my backyard now. The beautiful Colorado River and the beautiful desert, beautiful Lake Mojave. Those are my playgrounds. Okay, yeah, I got you. I wasn't too far from you, Tony. I was actually lived in Delaware for a little while. I was actually born in Delaware, and then relocated. Relocated, indeed. Yeah, see here. I'm telling you, folks, it doesn't get no better than this. It really doesn't. You know? Yeah, that's true, Tony. You're absolutely right. No sales tax. Check it out. This is what we call one of our community parks here, right off the river. This is my playground right here, folks. Now, a lot of times this river, when the water gets high, it can go up to 5 units, which this water will go probably, if you look here, the shoreline here, the water will get way up to there sometimes when it's really high. Right now, we're supposed to top out about 3 units tonight, so it'll get a little higher, but I don't think it'll be much higher than what we may potentially having. I got to put rocks on the tripod because the winds are so bad out here, it'll knock the phone over. Woo! Folks, I want to say thank you guys so much for joining tonight. I appreciate that. Again, I do apologize for having to cut the last live short, due to the phone freezing up on me. Ah. Yeah, Jacob, you're right. It's cold. I need one of them. I need one of those Mr. Buddies. It's cold out here tonight. Are you at home, Jake? Are you home where it's warm? I hope so, man, because it's cold tonight. Ah, I definitely need one of them Mr. Buddies. Folks, does that microphone sound like it's working okay? Oh, good deal, Jake. Tell the wife hi for me if you don't mind. Yeah, my wife's out at Havasu with my grandkids and my daughter-in-law tonight. They went to Havasu. I guess they're going to do something over there. So I told the wife, I go, well, I'm going to go fishing. She goes, all right, sounds good. Now, before the last live cut out on you, I was talking about this type of reel that I'm using. This one's actually a really good one. I like it. It is a, I don't know, they call it a, I don't, I'm probably going to destroy the name of it. It's a Sagong Ying Lang. I'm not sure what it is, the name of it, but it's a gear ratio of a 4.7 1 on the gear ratio on that one. And it's got a double drag system. You've got the top one here that I'm using, but the nice thing about it is I'm using the secondary drag too that I can use to tighten up. Now with this type of rail bait unit, what I do is I actually cast it out, and you hear that click when I engage after the fish takes the bait and runs with it. It'll start giving out drag. You'll hear it, and at that point, I can actually pick it up and just start reeling it in. It'll disengage the it'll re-engage the drag on the bottom to the top. It's kind of cool how that works like that. I think I paid like $50 for it, so it was a good deal. It really was a good deal on Amazon. Perfect. So it was a really good deal on Amazon. You know what I might do? I think I might cast it out one more time to see if I can get it just a little bit farther out there. Oh yeah, it's really nice. I love that red color. It comes in three various sizes. You have your smaller one for your smaller line, your rods, the medium to heavy, which I have not, and they even have one for a bigger line that's heavier. You could probably even use it, get away with it potentially for sea fishing, but definitely lake fishing for sure. It's interesting because I'm out here watching the waves, and got a little bit of green on there, eh? Nice thing about this system here that I have, folks, is this. This is a decent, probably a 3 ounce weight right here. I'm using a 3 ounce weight right here on this one here. And it's got that slide that can actually be used on your line like that. It's pretty cool with the swivel. And this buoy, this little bobber type unit here actually keeps the bait floating off the bottom of the floor. And I'm using frozen anchovies. That's how that one's working tonight. That's pretty much a common setup that I will always use when I'm bait fishing. Just it could be different types of bait in general, but that's the one that I'm actually. This is the style of fishing I normally will do. I guess you would call that your a Carolina rig setup, I believe it is, and that's usually my go-to whenever I'm actually bait fishing. Well, that's coming from. I tell you what, folks, it's been really challenging out here to this winter season for the actual fishing because during the wintertime out here, it seems like fishing comes to a standstill. I mean, it literally comes to a crawl. You know, I was able to catch that 1.6 pound trout. I think it was about 2 weeks ago. I think it was 2 weeks ago potentially. And yeah, it's been real slow out here. Those who've been catching have been putting a lot of time into it. I can imagine because it's been difficult out here. It's been real difficult out here trying to catch fish. But it's going to change. Come March, man, we're going to be doing that pre-spawn, so I know it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Woo-wee. Man, if I had to guess, I would say it's probably 62 right now, if not colder. Hey, good evening, big boy. How are you? Thanks for joining me, my friend. Right here on the beautiful Colorado River, my old stomping grounds where I used to fish when I first started YouTubing. You're brand new to the channel. Hey, thanks for joining. Appreciate you joining here tonight. We're out here doing a little bit of cat or striper, cat, bass, whatever we'll bite fishing. That's a good way of putting it. There we go. Oh yeah, it's gorgeous out here. You see, I just wanted to keep it kind of light tonight, you know. Just kind of get a rod out in the water to see what we can catch. Folks, if you're new to Arizona Outdoors, thank you. Appreciate you joining. Alan James, how are you, buddy? Thanks for joining tonight. Folks, it don't get no better than this. This is literally my backyard. I'm like literally 15 minutes away from where I live. It's beautiful out here by the river. Oh, you did? Awesome, big boy. How many pounds was it? How many pounds was that trout today, man? That's awesome. I can hear Canadian geese out there in the distance. So far, my biggest trout out here for this state is going to be almost a 2 pounder. Yep, thought I heard him. Canadian geese going by. Yeah, I had to. It was cold. It was cold. Check it out, guys. They're going to land right here. Can you hear them? They're literally going to land right here. See that? Beautiful Canadian honkers. Those things are gorgeous. Man, that's amazing how that works, man. I love wildlife. Beautiful Canadians right there. Hey, it's quite all right, big boy. Hey, a fish is a fish, my friend. Congratulations on that trout catch. Folks, look at those beautiful Canadians. Those things are gorgeous. That's why I love the outdoors so much. Right there. That and fishing and everything else. Doesn't get no better than that. Does not get any better than that. Whew. Wow. You know what's kind of cool? I actually have a goose caller at home. Love that sound. Love that sound. It's like they're talking to us, man. Look at that. That's awesome. Isn't that gorgeous? Wow. Doesn't get no better than that, my friends. Ah, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. You know, it always amazes me how certain birds can handle the weather like they do and things like that. It just blows my mind how that works like that. Trumpeter swans? Oh, I bet they're beautiful. I bet they're really beautiful. Yep, they made landfall now. They're up here on land. Ah, that's awesome. Yeah, let me see if I can give you a visual real quick. They made landfall. Look at that. Such majestic birds, aren't they? Look at that. Flexing them wings, man. Beautiful birds. I remember years ago, the state I used to live in was an adamant duck hunter. And just before shoot time, they came so low over my duck blind. I couldn't legally take them, but boy, I'll tell you what, it would have been nice to have one of those. Tell who the lead is, huh? And there they go. There they go. They coming back? Nope. Guess they're up there. Beautiful birds. Ah, let me get caught back up here in the chat. I do apologize. Oh, no kidding. Pure white Canadians? Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, hang on a second. Something about they ship overnight. Give me a second here. I remember I was telling you about the big company that I will deliver bait to your doorstep. It's called Extreme Northwest Baits, and they're located in Oregon. Oh, no. Okay. Gotcha. Here, I'm going to screenshot that, my friend. Gotcha. So Extreme Northwest Baits. Okay. They're located out of Oregon, huh? Nice. Says and they ship right to your door. Oh, that's awesome. Now they do a lot of plastic baits. Is that how that works, Alan? Oh, so they even do fresh cut bait. No kidding. Wow. I think I remember you telling me that some time ago. I remember talking about it. Yeah, I do remember that actually. Yeah. Okay, I did not know that they actually did fresh cut bait. You probably did tell me, and I have a memory sometimes so bad, Alan. I do apologize, but I do remember the conversation at some point we were talking about baits. Okay, I'm gonna have to check them out. What part of Oregon are they from? What part of Oregon are they from, Alan? Okay, yeah, no problem, buddy. You got it. Okay. Got to give some a little bit of power to the phone eventually. Make sure I'm getting it ready. Well, folks, if you just joined us tonight, welcome, welcome, welcome. Arizona Outdoors. We are here on the Colorado River at my old stomping grounds from where I used to fish when I very first started my channel here in Arizona. This beautiful part of the Colorado River is not that far from Laughlin, Nevada. I'm actually can see the casinos down at the end of the river here. It is a cold and windy night tonight. Cold and windy tonight. I normally don't wear jackets this heavy, but it's cold indeed. Probably not as cold as some of you where you're watching from, but it's cold here tonight. I don't know. To me, the desert cold is different than what I'm used to. Come on, fishy. We can do this. Hey everyone, welcome back. Welcome on in. Falcon, how are you, buddy? Thanks for joining the channel this evening. Glad you could make it. Ooh. It's one of those nights I should have brought extra coffee. Big boy, we are going, at this point in time, we are going at whatever will bite. In this river water here, we have striper, bass, carp, cat. We got it. Just whatever decides wants to bite tonight. The fish have been laying kind of low, kind of sluggish. Occasionally, you'll even get a trout out here every so often. It depends if they stock that day up, but yeah, sometimes trout have been known to come out. They normally dump about 1,000 pounds every so often out here. The disadvantage of trying to catch trout out here, though, at times can be real difficult because the striper, that's like one of their main food staples. And if they see trout, they're going to gobble them up. One of the fishes out in this area that can be very predatory will be your striper. Definitely going to be striper. Your cat and your carp are kind of docile. They are, I won't say opportunistic, but they basically, if you feed them, they'll eat. But striper, no. They're very aggressive and they'll go right after it. They actually normally stock this area and the other area that I normally go to every other Tuesday or so, but I don't know if they did today. And if they did, I'm sure whatever's in there, they've either swam out or the striper have gotten them. But right now, the fish has been kind of slow. But I mean, overall, though, we're still getting out here and we're getting to it, man. We won't catch unless we're out here, right? You know the rule. We don't catch unless we're out here. The colder weather's made it harder, though. It really has. It's slowed things down quite a bit. Now, for those of you who actually do catfishing and all that, tend to know that during colder weather they become very what's the word I want to use? They become very slow acting. They don't require a lot of food, and they actually tend to hibernate somewhat. It seems like, even though that's not hibernating, they tend to be very slow. Oh, Lebanon, Texas. Okay, I got you, Alan. Awesome. Okay, I appreciate that. I will definitely check them out. I will definitely check them out. See what they got to offer. Because I know out here in Arizona, we can use live cut bait. We can cut up carp out here, and we can cut up bluegill. You can legally use them, and we can use live bait. We can use live bluegill, and we can use live thread shad, which is great. You can either hook bluegill behind the actual back dorsal fin area, or you can do the thread shad through the nostrils. Yep, so we can legally use them out here. Out here, we can even chum the water, believe it or not. And if we want to net for bait only, you can't net unless you're going for bait fish only. And I think our limitations out here will be no more than a 4-foot size net. But yeah, that's legal too. So yeah, it's pretty, Arizona's pretty good about the way they do things out here when it comes to fishing. I'm real fortunate. I've lived in states where they were so restrictive and so stringent on what you could not do or could do that it got to a point, what's the point of even fishing? You have too many rules that really made no sense. Really didn't. But then again, I do understand that rules do have to be put in place for a reason. Otherwise, it could get taken advantage of. That I get. So I don't have a problem with rules as long as they make sense, They don't make sense, then what's the point? That's just my analogy. But out here in Arizona, it's pretty, the rules out here, they make sense. They really do. And that's what I like about this state and when it comes to fishing. Like I was telling somebody earlier, I'm excited now because they did an unlimited amount for striper fish. There's no limited amount in the lakes. The river still, I believe, has a limitation of how many you can take, but the lakes, there is no limit. And they now increase the bag limit for your catfish now to 25, which I thought was amazing. Man, 25 catfish, that you put in some work that day. That's all I'm saying to that. If you've caught that many, you've definitely put some work in. Now, if I had to say what would be my most favorite fish to fish for, not necessarily to eat, but to catch. Cat's a good fighting fish, definitely cat. Striper, definitely. But I have to put hands down though, carp. Carp is probably my most favorite fish to catch because of the fight that they give. I don't know. To me, carp are like they're just solid muscle, man. Everything about them just is like they're incredible and they're powerful. The thing with carp, though, because we have a couple types out. Actually, I think we have four types of carp out here. You have your grass carp, your common carp, your mirror carp, and your bullhead carp or your bull carp. The difference between the common and the bull carp is going to be that your common carp has the whiskers that tend to come out on the sides, and the bull carp don't. Your grass carp is more like a greenish color. Your common carp is going to be one that is your scale size will be about medium size, but your glass mirror carp, I should say, mirror carp, that's the word I'm using, has bigger scales, and there are less of them. So yeah, we have four, probably five different types of varieties of carp, which I thought was kind of cool, especially in this area. See, it says Alan says, yeah, you can get like a pickled herring shad gel when you buy it from them. Use it by the case, really? Wow, pickled herring. Man, I bet that must be great for actual bait. Yeah, now you've got my interest peaked there, Alan. I've definitely got to check them out. Folks, for those of you joining the channel, Alan, who I'm talking to, I believe is out of Oregon, is talking about a company at 11 on Oregon where you can actually order cut bait and types of lures with them, and they ship directly to your door. Alan, do me a favor if you want, buddy. Go ahead and put that name up again. That way, whoever may be watching, if they're interested, they'd like to know about it. Yeah, hey, any way you can get an opportunity to make your fishing enhanced, by all means. Oh, eel will? No kidding. Wow. Okay. I think we have eel actually in Lake Havasu. I believe we actually have eel in Lake Havasu. Yeah, so folks, if you're interested in getting any kind of cut bait or anything sent to your home, yeah, I don't know if we can do that out here though, big boy. I don't know if we can do that out here though. I know that we can carp and bluegill, but I don't think we can eel. Ah, yep, that coffee's downright cold now. Downright cold. I'm kind of watching the water, how the currents are going out there. Way out there, you can tell right there, you've got the water going this direction. Okay. But closer towards me and towards the center, you've got it coming right back at you this direction. It's almost like it's doing that giant vortex whirlpool style. But right in the center there, it's kind of stagnant. Kind of stagnant. Okay, so maybe where you are, you can legally use it, but I don't think we can out here where I'm at. I bet it'd be interesting to try, though. I bet it would be interesting indeed. Trying eel for cut bait. Whew, it's getting a bit chilly. Oh, it's called an American eel. No kidding. So, big boy, I'm sorry. Refresh my memory. Where are you from again, sir? Independence, Missouri. That's a beautiful area out there, my man. Thanks for sharing that, big boy. Appreciate that. Hey, Benno, how are you? Haven't seen you in a while, man. Glad you're back on here, my friend. Yeah, Alan, I would say, you know what? I would probably say to some degree we are. You just can't, out here in Arizona, you just can't catch fish and cut it up and use it. It's it's illegal for one unless you have specific baits that they're allowing you. And yeah, to me it's like why? I mean, we have such good bait fish. Like we have two types of shad out here that we use. We can use thread shad and there's gosh, what's the other one? Thread shad and man, I hate having these senior moments. I can't remember half the time. Thread shad and there's another one that we can use out here legally, and we can use you can cut up carp and you can cut up bluegill. Hey, hunting and stuff. How are you, man? Well, I haven't seen you in a while, buddy. Welcome back. Yeah, no problem, Benno. Glad you're here. Hunting and stuff. How have you been, sir? Haven't seen you in a little bit. Yes, I wouldn't say that we're limited. I just think that they keep a real good restriction on what we can and can't do to keep things legit. You know what I'm saying? We're doing okay, hunting. We're doing real good. I'll be honest with you guys. I wasn't expecting to catch anything tonight. I just wanted to get out here on the water and fish. I hadn't been able to go fishing for like a week because I've been so busy. So I just decided, hey, I'm going no matter what. And what a better way and a great way to spend time with you guys here on YouTube. Folks, too, I just want to, you may already know for those of you that have been with me for a minute, but for those of you joining for the first time tonight, thank you and for joining. And I just want to say thank you guys so much. You guys made it possible for me to get my 3,000 hours watched that I needed to get through my first goal here on YouTube. So again, thank you so much for helping me get there. At 3,029 hours I've been watched, so I appreciate that. Again, folks, couldn't have done it without you, man. Couldn't have done it without you. I appreciate all you guys' support. Hey, Daniel, how you doing? Yeah, exactly. So true. So true, Benno. Yeah, you know what? And I'm not one of these individuals. When it comes to laws for fishing and hunting, I take them very seriously because one, I enjoy the privilege and the freedoms of being able to hunt and fish. Two, I understand why they're in place. Three, it's all about conservation, whether it's hunting or fishing. If we abuse those systems, there won't be any for future generation. So I'm 100% on board following rules and regulations. Now, there are states out there that I will tell you that I think are overkill, and I don't think they're conducive for just laws in general. I think certain states make it so hard because they're not favorable to any outdoorsmen who hunt or fish. I mean, there are there are there are individuals who do not like outdoor sports like that, and it's their right. They can feel that way, but overall, though, I always try to really share with people that there's a reason why we do hunt and fish. One, it's our God given right. It is. You know, we were created to hunt and fish. That's just how the Creator made us. Two, it's all about conservation. If you don't, if you don't, I don't like to use the term thin the herd out per se, but it is what it is in a sense. One is that if you don't reduce them down like we're supposed to responsibly, they starve to death because there's too many of them, not enough food. So again, that's one factor. Two, it puts food on our table. So again, it's the ecosystem and the balance that needs to be is what it is. And not everybody agrees with it. Not everybody understands it. And that's okay. We are allowed to disagree with what we don't agree with. That's what makes America great. You can agree to disagree. But the thing where it becomes an issue is where you make laws that just basically say it's going to hurt those of that us who like to hunt and fish, saying that you can't. That's where my problem lies. Not to get political, I'm just saying that's just my take on it. Well, thank you, Ben. I appreciate that. There you go. There you go. You got it, big boy. Gizzard Chad. You the man. You the man, big boy. Thank you. I get those senior moments quite a bit. I really do. And it's like the older I get, the more I get of them. I always say, as long as I don't forget how to fish or hunt, though, I'm good. Or where I live or who my family is, we're real good. Do you folks ever experience where you can't remember that? Stuff like that? Yeah, I do quite a bit. Probably a lot more than I care to admit. Yeah, there is totally over regulations. I 100%. I mean, if here's my logic, and Uncle Ted says it best. If it makes sense and it's common sense, I'm all about it. But if there's no sense and it's not common sense, we don't need it. Plain and simple. For you younger crowd, if you don't know who Uncle Ted is, that's Ted Nugent, man. Ted Nugent, in my opinion, is a freaking rock star. Literally, in more ways than one. Gosh, I started following Ted years and years ago with his music, but on the Outdoor Channel, he has a channel that I love watching. It's called Spirit of the Wild. It's on the Outdoor Channel. If you have not had an opportunity to check out that channel, folks, you've got to. He's a phenomenal musician and a phenomenal bow hunter in general. He's just amazing. Love his show. That's right, Teddy, aka Uncle Ted. Indeed. But again, the whole premise is it's got to make sense. It's got to be common sense. Otherwise, why put it out there, you know? Why put it out there? Life isn't complicated. We shouldn't make it that way, right? I'll tell you sometimes when I'm having a real bad day at work or wherever the case may be, I'm out here fishing, it just goes away. It just goes away. I hear you, Alan. I hear you. Hey, Randall, how are you, buddy? Man, I haven't seen you in a while. How you been? Hope things are well with you. Yeah, man, freaking Uncle Ted, man, he's a phenomenal bow shooter. Now, for those of you, if you're familiar with the archery world, you all know who Fred Bear is. Ted Nugent actually got to hunt with Fred Bear. Oh, I understand that, Randall. I'm glad you got time to pull away, man, to join the channel, man. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, for you folks I haven't seen for a while, man, I'm glad you're back because it lets me know that you're still out there and you're doing all right. Folks, I got to tell you, I'm pretty excited. I had to go to the eye doctor last week, and you know how it is. As we age, your eyes start going bad and things like that. And you catch some of my videos at night, you can tell I have a hard time trying to thread the hooks. Well, I went in and had to go get my eyes rechecked, and yeah, they're getting a little bit bad on the one side, which I'm okay with. It is what it is. It's just part of life, yeah. And but I ordered some really cool glasses. Thank goodness for insurance, man, because if I wouldn't have had insurance, man, these glasses would have probably cost me $1,100. I about fell out of the chair when I found out what they cost. I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you fishing your normal spot or up the river a little ways, bit more? Yeah, no, I'm actually up a little bit more, but this is the spot that I'm fishing right now. This is where I started my entire channel. This spot right here, about 8, 9 months ago. I'm not quite there yet, Benno, but I'm getting there, brother. But I'll tell you, man, the glasses I got, they're freaking outstanding. I got them in like river green, like river water green, almost like a fish type green scale. They're not scale, but they're that color. And man, they are hooked up to the max. I've got polarization, I've got transitions, I've got you name it, it's got it. And for $1,190, it better have everything. That's what I'm telling you. No, thank goodness I didn't pay that much, but yeah. But overall, though, yeah, it's going to be great. I'm glad that they're. I should be getting them another week or so sooner. I hope because that way I could be able to see better. Then don't worry about it, man. We all get to one point, man. Is YouTube down or for someone else? I don't understand the question, Falcon. I'm sorry. Oh, is YouTube down for anybody else? I don't think so. I had an issue earlier, but I tried to restart the live. It froze on me. This here, Benno says, I get 2 pairs each year under my insurance. There you go. That's some good insurance if you got that, man. Falcon, I don't know. It's a possibility, my friend. I don't know what's going on. Hey, folks, give me a second. I'm going to run to the truck and grab a light. I'll be right back. Got to get me some lights. It's getting a little dark out here. Check my battery, too, while I'm out here. Whew. We're down to 1. May have to put a new battery in that bad boy. Time to set up the old lights. Oh, a little too bright. Jeez. I do polarized lenses, believe it or not, because what it does for me when I'm doing polarized lenses, oh, sounds like my friends are back, the birds. Well, they're pretty active tonight. Maybe you can see them in the shadow here. Nope, maybe not. They went lower than expected. I do the polarized because the fact is actually when I look into the water, it clears things up quite a bit, which, especially on a sunny day, and I'm trying to see where the fish are when I'm down there, like on the boat or in the river, whatever the case may be, it actually makes a huge difference. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the polarization. Indeed. Yeah, is YouTube down? It's not allowing people to search? Is that what's going on? Folks, let me ask you a question. Has anybody experienced a lot of the YouTube videos that have been going out there that um, certain areas of the country fishing's been real slow? Because I know a few that I've watched, they've been telling me that even their areas fishing's been kind of slow. Ooh, that's cold. And oh man, this jacket's warm, but unfortunately I don't have a hoodie for it. I think I lost it somewhere in the house. There we go. Whoop. Maybe not that color. Yeah, we'll mix it up. Yeah, a little bit better. Alan says, I've noticed for me that fishing gets a lot better at night. That's what I found out, at least for, yeah, I tend to agree with you 100% on that one. Um, Depending on where you are located, potentially, I know for me during the spring and summertime, fishing is a blast. Even during the fall, to some degree, nighttime fishing by far is the best. Um, and also, I think it may have a lot to do with what species you're trying to target. Trout, not so much. Not a good time at night. They're primarily midday to early to midday per se, even early evening. But you're talking cat, striper, all that. That's pretty much all day and potentially at night also. At least that's the way it's been for me. Carp, same way. Gosh, when I caught that 12-pound carp out here, I think it was around 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening, and it was still daylight. It was during the summertime. It was still pretty warm out here, but it still came out. Now, one thing I will tell you straight out is when I have lights out here near the waterway, when I'm fishing out here during the summertime, I literally have carp come right up here to the actual up to the right up towards the bank with me. So again, I thought that was kind of interesting how carp will do that. I know that certain fish, if not all species, are attracted to the lighting. Um, Sometimes I wish I could just like throw a battery powered green LED out there to bring in the bait fish. But I mean, overall, I'll do that when I'm on the boat. When I'm on the boat, I'll use the green light to bring in the bait fish because with the bait fish also attracts other types of species, which is good. Normally, when I get fact, you'll see me when I get out there on the boat. When I'm fishing at night, I will end up using my green LED light, which I'll throw down. It's probably about a 25-foot cord or so, and I'll just drop it off to the side, and then it attracts the bait fish, which brings in the other ones, which I think are pretty cool. One thing I'm really excited about doing too is that I actually bought two 10-pound weights for my downrigger system on the boat. I have two bilateral on the boats itself, downriggers for the system out there. And I got the quick release snaps on them also, which is going to be good. So we're going to end up, I think they go down to 125 feet, I believe, in depth. But as soon as the fish tags it, they automatically release and go, which I think is going to be good. I've even thought about trying out planer boards just to experiment with them to see how they work. So just waiting to put on the new prop, get the two new batteries that I need for the trolling motor and a couple of other things, and we're good to go. We're back on the water. It's going to be soon. Going to be very soon. Now, if I do any kayak fishing, sadly, that may be video based only because I won't be able to put Starlink on there because the kayak isn't that big. But for the boat, yeah, we're going to go Starlink all the way for sure. For sure. Woo. Good thing I only put one pole in the water tonight. Gee whiz. I kind of figured it might be slow, but not even a nibble. It's all good though. It is all good no matter what. Of course, you know that rule of thumb. Just when you're ready to pack it up, bam, it gets hit. I've actually had that happen to me. I really have. It's going to be another cold night tonight here. Yeah, let's see. I'm going to fire up that phone a little bit. See, I'm trying to power up the phone a little bit. Give me a second here. Excellent. We got power. Folks, I don't know if I'm going to be out here too much longer because it looks like it's been a slow night tonight. But like I said, I just wanted to get out here and get some fishing on here going. I haven't been able to get out here for at least a week, so I'm good to be out here. Investing in some bite alarms? The thought did cross my mind on that one, Alan. Probably, you know what I might end up doing when I start being able to get monetized on the channel here. I might I might do start thinking about investing on some things. One thing I wanted to, because I'm very open about my channel here, that anything that I get from YouTube will be definitely going back into the channel, whether it's equipment, gear, whatever the case may be. So yeah, that's pretty much how I'm going to be able to take care of all these issues and things that I need to deal with when it comes to equipment for the fishing channel itself. New poles, rods, reels, all that good stuff. So just a matter of whenever things start kicking off, for sure. Think I'm getting a hit. Yep, getting a hit. Folks, I told you. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Whoa, yeah. All right. All right, not a bad little striper there. Yeah, not a bad one at all. It's about a pound and a half, 2 pounder. Hang on there, Bubba. Hang on. That's funny. That happened. I said, well, I watched before. I'm probably getting ready to go home. I was going to hit one. I wasn't ready to go home, but it hit. Come on. I just don't want to get stuck by that dorsal fin because that thing hurts. Those things hurt big time when I get stuck by them. There we go. There we go. Look at that. You know what? I'm gonna have to bring this in because he's down in there a little bit. Give me a second here, folks. See if I can pull him out. Let's see here. I know what I need. Bear with me, folks. Bear with me here. I'm trying to get that hook out if I can. Bear with me here. I'm trying to get in there and see it. Come on. All right. There we go. Sorry about that, folks. It's not a bad one. Not a bad one at all. Not a bad one at all. Yep. Whoa. Stop there, Bubba. Stop there. Stop there. Yep. That's it right there. It's a good one tonight. All right. Thanks for the fight, buddy. Appreciate that. There you go. All right. Whoa. Almost took myself out with that pole holder. Just in time. Yes, it was. Hey, Fat Cat. How are you? Very good. Well, folks, it wasn't a bad night after all. I actually was kind of surprised. I didn't think I was actually going to get a fish on that thing tonight. Kind of a surprise. Fish on indeed. Woo! I'll tell you what, though, folks, it's getting cold out here. It really is starting to get cold now. Whew. Fat Cat, how you been, buddy? Good to have you back. Good to see you on here, my man. Oof. Folks, I might end up wrapping this one up because it's actually getting really cold out here tonight. Cannot believe how much the weather just dropped right now. All right, so tonight's catch, the only catch of the night was going to be that one striper. If I had to guess, I mean, in honesty, a good guesstimation, I'd probably say maybe 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds potentially. Wasn't a big one. Wasn't a tiny one, but it wasn't a big one, but definitely one that could go back in the water to get bigger for next time. So again, like I said, a lot of times if they're really super small like that, I don't take them home. I put them back in the water for them to get bigger. Don't end the live, Lex. Don't end the live. I'll hang out a little bit longer if I can. It's getting really cold out here right now because we're getting some good winds out here right now. All right, we'll keep it going for a little bit. You got it. Excuse me. Woo-wee. Yeah, not a bad night though. I'm actually, like I said, man, I had this weird feeling, folks. I told you guys, watch it be one of those issues where, like, I'm getting ready to pack up, bam, it's gonna hit, and it did. It did. Give me just a second. I'll be right back, folks. Whoa. Tell you what I'm going to do, folks, for sure, though. I'm going to pick up a lot of the stuff here that I won't need. I'm going to pick up a lot of the stuff here that I'm not going to need. That way I don't have so much to carry back to the truck when I do finally go. Because there's a lot of the stuff, I'm just going to have like literally one pole in the water right now because it's like, I mean, I was out here, what, 2 hours almost? I knew it was going to be slow, but hey, I'm still happy. We caught something. I'm happy about that. So I may throw one more line out, but I'm going to pack some of the stuff up real quick that I don't need so I have it close to the truck. That way when it is time to go, it won't be so difficult. So bear with me for a minute, folks. Appreciate that. And I can seems like the water's starting to rise a little bit too. I can tell. All right. So let's try this pull down. We'll try this one. You know what's kind of cool about that last pull I just had, folks? Here's what's cool about that last pull I just used. That was the first time with that new reel that I had on tonight that I actually caught one. So that one has officially been broke in. I'm happy about that. I am so happy about that one. Now this pole I'm using here, this is my trusty go-to pole. It is my Shakespeare Tiger. It is a medium to heavy. I believe I got 15-pound test line on that one. We're good for that. And that one has caught me so much fish. It's just unreal how many fish I've caught on that one. So yeah, we're going to try that one out tonight. But I'm glad I got the skunk off the other one. So we're good there. We are so good there. Now it took a little bit. It really took a little bit for that striper to hit. I honestly, I got to be honest with you folks, I didn't think I was going to get anything on that tonight. I really didn't, because the way things were going, it looked like it wasn't going to hit. But I remember making that comment, watch, like I said, watch me get ready to go, and I get hit. And sure enough, it happened. Told you, man, it happens to be sometimes like that. It's kind of cool how that works out. You know me, I'm a huge fan for the anchovies. I'm a huge fan for the shrimp also. They seem to work. Definitely a huge fan of the magic string right here. Definitely keeps that bait on, which I'm pretty excited about. Okay, we'll cast this one out. We'll let it sit for a little bit, and then we're going to see what it does. Man, this wind's crazy tonight. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but it's blustery out here. It really is. It's insanely windy. Come on now. Let's get this to work. It's the only downside to using this thread is when it's super windy, it just makes it a nightmare to try and get it hooked up. But once it's on, it's on. All right, here we go. We'll make that work. We'll definitely make that one work for sure. All right, let's do this. Now, I believe this is going to be a 2-ounce weight, disc weight, 25-pound test on this one. It's a number 3/0 circle hook, I believe. Gamakatsu, if memory serves me right. And yeah, we're gonna see what we got tonight with this one. Surprisingly, I didn't have to use any kind of a scent other than what the anchovy was giving off. All right, here we go, folks. Gonna give it a whirl. Now, because I don't have that secondary drag system on this pole, I do definitely lighten the drag on this one. Just a wee bit. All right. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Oh, no problem, Tony. No problem. I hear shrimp. We going for carp? Yes. You know what? Carp love shrimp, my friend. Carp love it. When I caught that 12 pounder out here in the same spot, basically, I did the frozen shrimp with Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. I had it marinating in it for a little while, and I put it on there, and it took a while, but hey, that carp tagged it. It took it, and it fought. It fought. If you have not checked out that video, folks, go to my playlist. Check out the videos that I have on there. All the videos that I have that I've caught are going to be on my playlist also. That way you don't have to kind of search around for it, but it's in there. It really is in there. I even have some blooper type films that are in there that are caught live. One was this exact spot, except maybe a little bit over, where I literally got my truck stuck in the sand and I had to call my son to come get me out. But that was a good night also because I caught a big size striper that night too. So yeah, definitely check out the videos on my playlist. That was a nice feeling knowing I caught something tonight. Man, I was pretty stoked about that. Like I said, I really wasn't expecting to, but it was a pleasant surprise that I got to. It really was a pleasant surprise that I got to. Set the setting on these lights here. Make it a little bit brighter. There. Now we're lighting the situation up. There we go. Excellent. I caught me a striper, Tony. If I had to guess, about 1.5 to 2 pounds. Yep, I caught one. Can somebody do me a favor? Can somebody type in one striper? If you could do that for me, I appreciate it. I'll go ahead and pin it. Yeah, thank you, Tony. I appreciate that. It's a good feeling, man. I wasn't sure. I literally was not sure if I was going to catch anything tonight. I'm like, all right, I don't know. But like we say, you know what it is, man. It's fishing no matter what. I'm out here doing it, and you guys are here, and I appreciate that. One strangle? No, there we go. I 100% agree, Alan. Hey, Justin, how are you, buddy? I think it was a little bit more than a pound, buddy. I think it probably a pound and a half, close to two. But I'll take it. Thank you, Justin. Appreciate that. Yeah, I would love to get a heated jacket. Like I said, once I have the ability of being able to do it on YouTube, all the stuff that I get will be for the channel and for fishing content and fishing equipment only. I'm very transparent about what I will buy, and you folks will know everything where every penny goes. I'm all about making this channel grow, 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 grow. I appreciate that. You guys are able to support me in it, man. I really appreciate it. That means a lot to me. Yeah, I feel the same way about other channels that I watch. It's like, you know what? We have such a great community out here in fishing and hunting that, we support each other. And it's just amazing how that works. Um, I just love it. I think it's a great, great genre of hunting and fishing and things like that. It's just amazing. Well, thank you, Josie. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Hopefully, you guys are warm where you're at, you and Mr. J. I know it's cold and snowy there. You're inside the house where the fire's on, eh? Folks, I'll tell you, I was about ready to wrap this up, but it seems like I'm getting a lot of people on tonight. All right. Appreciate that. Patience did pay off for sure. So right now, for those of you who have just joined the channel, I've actually caught about a pound and a half to a 2 pound striper tonight. It's been a slow night, but it's been a successful night. Regardless, it's been successful. So I appreciate that. Had to make sure it was the bell, the wind, not the bell hitting it. Oh, is it Josie? Okay. Yeah, I got you. It's still cold though. We're probably about mid 60s here right now, and it's windy. I mean, winds were blowing pretty heavier earlier, but it's windy right now. I've got my heavy jacket on. I'm still cold. So yeah, it's cold. See, Alan says if there was that one small one, there must be two or three. I 100% agree on that one. Hey, you never know. You may absolutely be right. You may absolutely be right on that one. Where they say, the bigger ones eat them smaller fish, you could absolutely 100% be right on that one. You know what would be kind of cool? Have you guys ever heard of the Mad Cat fishing rods? Yeah, that would be awesome. To get a couple of Mad Cat fishing rods with the black lights and have those things light up, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. Whoa, there goes the light. Yeah, see the wind starting to pick up again. The winds are starting to pick up again. Folks, bear with me here. Ooh, that's bright. I gotta find me a rock. Hang on a minute. See if I can find me a rock real quick. That wind just got really something fierce right now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Phone and light and everything went down. Everybody okay? Oh no. Sorry about that, guys. Woo. Folks, everybody okay? I am so sorry about that. The wind is that bad right now. It just literally took everything down. I am so sorry about that. Hang on a second. Trying to get situated here. Wow. Folks, I am so sorry about that. Gee whiz. That just came down and hit everything. Just I was going for a big rock, too. Wow. All right. Sorry about that, folks. Oh, no kidding? Yeah, I think it's windy everywhere right now, it seems like. Because it's really bad out here right now. Really bad out here. There we go. Woo-wee. Hey, Yakin, how are you, buddy? Oh, no kidding, Alan. All right. I'm gonna have to try them little cocktail shrimps. I go for the big ones, like the steak size ones, as I call them, and I marinate them in the barbecue sauce. The carp love those things. I would imagine trout. I would imagine um, striper do too. But yeah, no, I do not. I don't know if Rod put that in there for me, Josie. I know that I gave him permission to put in what he needed to, but you know what though? The funny thing is, I have not seen Nightbot on one time tonight, so I don't know if it's active or not. I don't know what's going on. I know it's worked a couple of times, but I haven't seen it on tonight at all, so I don't know what's going on. I may have to reach out to Rod again to find out what's going on. Trash bag? Not sure what that means, honey. Yeah, I may reach out to Rod again, and because I have not seen Nightbot once tonight. I'm not sure what's going on with it. I was in the impression that it would automatically go. I might need to find out if there's some parameters I need to reset or what. So, yeah, now that you mentioned it, yeah, I haven't seen it at all tonight. That's kind of weird because it normally goes off. It's supposed to welcome everybody in and thank them for joining the live, letting people know I appreciate it, things like that. I guess I'm going to have to kind of sit down and read through everything, find out because I know that I haven't used it since he had updated everything. So I'll probably, when I get home tonight, I'll probably take a look at it and maybe reach out to Rod and say I hadn't seen anything. I think it maybe worked one time. I think the last time I used it, but I'm not sure what it is. The exclamation commands. Yeah, I'm still learning a lot about that, Josie. I'm not quite sure how it works yet. Um, I hate to say it, but I got to play stupid on that one because I really don't know enough about it. But I'm kind of like, I don't really want to bug people either because I know that they're busy too. Yeah, no, I got you. I got you. Hey, 310, how are you? Yes, sir. We are out here fishing tonight, my friend. We actually caught one striper already. Kind of a slow night. I really honestly got to tell you, I wasn't expecting to catch anything. But yeah, to my surprise, one hit the line. I caught it on that new reel that I have, the new bait, the I guess it's called a bait rail lure or bait reel. Uh, yeah, bait reel. I'm getting it right. Man, this wind's blowing out here like crazy. Holy cow, it's crazy wind. Yeah, like I said, I may have to kind of courtesy wise reach out to Rod again, have him explain it to me in detail because he's wicked smart when it comes to that stuff. And maybe there's something I need to do that I'm not aware of. Like I said, I hate to bother people because I know they're busy. But yeah, he was freaking rock star getting me set up, and I appreciate that. The funny thing is, I just hadn't seen it tonight though. Yes, I am actually. It is a brand new reel to me. Not new, but it's basically real new to me. I purchased it maybe about 3 weeks to a month ago or so. I've only had it out on the water maybe about 3 or 4 times. And tonight was the first time it officially was christened with its very first fish. And I will tell you, it worked too like it was supposed to. It's a dual drag system. And you know what? I might do a live one day with some of the equipment that I use. What do y'all think? Would that be a good idea to do a live on what I'm using? Because that way you guys can see what I'm using. I like to see what people use, how it changes up the game plan and what they're doing and techniques. I'm all about that because, folks, let's keep it honest. You know what? I actually learn from you guys. And a lot of videos that I watch that you put out or I'll watch, I'm learning and watching how things are being done and how I can improve my way of fishing. And some of the ideas that I've seen people do, I've watched and I've used it. And yeah, it's actually worked. It's actually worked. So again, nothing I've done on my own except for what I've learned. And if I find something new, I'll definitely share it and let you guys know. But yeah, I believe it's called a, gosh, I don't want to get it wrong. It's a reel that has a two drag system, one on the front, the actual main itself, and then one on the back that you set a lever. I think it's called a rail bait or a bait rail reel. I think that's what it's called. And that thing works amazing. No, Alan, it's not. No, it's not. Now, my off road vehicle is. Sometimes I'll bring that out here, but I didn't bring it tonight. But I will tell you, it was really cool to watch how I set the secondary drag system on. Now, on the main one, it was tight already, but on the secondary, when you flip that switch up or that lever up, it releases the primary one. And when the fish actually bite and go and they drag, you can hear the line being dispensed out. And that's when I knew that's why I knew I had something on the line. I didn't even hear it from the bell. Not really. I kind of did, but not really. But what reinforced it was when I heard the reel actually dragging out. And that's when I knew I had something. And as soon as I engaged it by reeling it up, it engaged that secondary system back into the primary system, which at that point I would start dragging the fish in. So it's a really, really nice reel. Folks, if you get an opportunity to buy one, get one because they're amazing. I bought mine on Amazon for I think about $50. I think it was about $49. And it's a great reel. I don't know. I can't say the name of it. I'm sure it's a name, probably, I don't want to say Chinese made, but it could be, or someplace. But I mean, it's actually a really good reel. I'm highly impressed with it. Highly impressed with it. It did exactly what it was supposed to do. Yes, one striper indeed. Wonder why my truck says I wonder why my phone says I'm driving. Nah, they call these things a smartphone. Not that smart. One thing I'll say about here, it gets dark quick out here. It gets really dark out here quick. Now, folks, I don't know if you can see that or not, but that pole, it's moving. That wind is just taking that pole. Woo-wee. Folks, what I might do a little bit is I'm going to pick up some of the stuff here that I don't need and carry it back to the truck. So I'll be right back with keep an eye on this pole. But I'm going to put some of the stuff back that I don't need so I don't have so much to carry out when I get ready to go. will say though, honestly, the wind was really helpful. It caught me a fish. Let's see here. Oh, all right. Oof. Get over there. Big old rocks there. Whew. Oh, did you? Yeah, Alan, if you heard it across the way there, there's a good possibility on the other side of the river. There's a family out there of, I don't want to say raccoons or what, but they live in that big old bush over there. Every so often I'll hear them at night when I'm out here. There's a good possibility you did hear something out there for sure. You know, even though it's windy and cold, it's still a beautiful night out here tonight. It's just cold. Water did come up. We're supposed to be maxed out about 3 units tonight. It did come up. Gosh, the last time I was out here fishing, I think it was last Tuesday. I was on the other side by the community park side, and we were doing the gummy bear challenge. If y'all remember the gummy worm challenge, I'm sorry, that's what it was. And I had to move back every so often because that water kept rising so fast. Tonight wasn't so bad. I kind of had hindsight to pull back farther than I normally would because normally I'd get a lot closer to the water. But I had the speculation of being 3 units that it was going to go up, so I wanted to make sure that I was going to be nowhere near that. I mean, it came up quite a bit, but nowhere I had to be concerned about it. So I think it was a good move on my part. Good move on my part for sure. Yeah, not to mention, it is kind of odd though. Nightbot has not went on one time tonight. I wonder what's up. Maybe I need to go wake it up somehow. I don't think I did anything different. Maybe was I supposed to hit a button or two? I'm not sure. Like I said, I'll have to reach out to Rod and see what he thinks it could be. And maybe the parameters. I know that at certain points it goes off after so many lines or something like that. That could be what it is too potentially. Oh, okay. Your guy's good, Alan. You're okay. Now, see it during the summertime, about this time here, when the lights are set up and the lights are hitting the water per se out there. A lot of times I'll see carp that will come up to the edge of the bank here, and they'll come close. I don't know whether it's the light that they're attracted to or what, but yeah. Man, that wind's blowing so hard, these things are going to fall again. Whoa. Yeah, that's true, Alan. I'm literally right out in the wind for sure. I've got rocks holding these things down, but sometimes you never know, man. The winds get high enough out here, if hard enough, it'll knock stuff over. It don't care. You look at that pole, the tip of that pole, you can see it moving. Got to apologize for the face plant earlier on the phone. That wind really took it. Thought I had rocks on the legs of those things. I guess it didn't matter. Well, folks, it's been a really good day today, man. I'm pretty happy about it. Had you find folks joining me tonight, which was amazing. Caught me a fish, which is even amazing. Yeah, it's a good day. Good day after all. Folks, if you're brand new to the channel, first time here tonight, welcome. Glad to have you on board. If you get an opportunity, do me a favor. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button for me. Glad to have you on board as part of the family. Now, you know it's pretty windy out here when you got a big old rock in my chair, just so it don't blow away. Sometimes I wonder why I even bring that chair. I never really use it. Let's see here. Yeah, one thing about being out here fishing, man, you can get so involved with it that you literally lose all sense of time. Next thing you know, it'd be 11 o'clock. I've been out here sometimes to almost 11 o'clock fishing. You just lose all concept of time when you're out here because it's so peaceful out here. And if they didn't shut this park down at 11 o'clock, I'd be out here till 3 a.m., knowing me. That's good to know. Stripers still like them anchovies. Yep, that's a good to know that for sure. Yeah, I think next winter I'm going to have that heated jacket. You bet. That's not a bad idea, my friend. Thanks for bringing that up. Oh, that's a good point. You're right. Yeah. I bet I could pick that up at like one of my local Spartan finals, I bet. That's a good point there. Thanks, Alan. Appreciate that. Okay, yeah. We're talking about equipment, yeah? Good evening, Melissa. Thanks for joining. Yeah, Alan, you talking about the type of equipment that I use? Yeah. If you guys want, I could do a video on that for sure. That way you guys get to know what I use. I'm always interested to see what people are using. Whoop, hang on. That one hit pretty hard. Maybe not. It sure felt like it though when I heard it. Yeah, it may have been the wind. Yeah, literally, that one hit pretty hard. Yeah, Alan, if that's yeah, if you want, I could do it. I can actually do a video of all the equipment that I use, types of rods, reels, and all that kind of good stuff. I'm always interested to see what people are using too. Like I said, it gives me ideas. I got a buddy of mine, Jim, that I fish with normally um, when we're out here fishing, and he's actually taught me a lot about lure fishing. And he's real knowledgeable. I mean, great guy, real knowledgeable. I learned about Kydex lures and plastic worms and paddle tails and everything. And thanks to him, I've learned. I have a lot better knowledge of it and how to use them. Because for the longest time, I was really apprehensive of using them because I didn't understand them. But I've realized the more that I use them, the better I've got, the better I was getting at it. Hey, Catfish and Bass, how are you? Thanks for joining tonight. Kind of like a clicker. Um, yeah, Adam. I'm sorry, Alan. Remind me. Oh, hi, Cindy. Well, welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Thanks for joining the channel tonight. Yeah, Alan. I'm not sure what you meant by the clicker, bud. Kind of like a clicker. No, I'm not sure I understand that one. Sorry, partner. I'm kind of old. I'm actually fishing on the Colorado River tonight. We're not too far from Laughlin. We're not too far from Laughlin. So far, tonight's catch has been one striper. It's cold and windy out here, and I do mean cold, and I definitely mean windy. Um, so it's slow, but it's happening. But I'm a firm believer. If I'm not out here fishing, then I ain't catching. I don't know if you can all see that or not, but that phone is shaking. That's how windy it is. If you see your screen shaking, that's how windy it is out here right now. I do apologize for that. You know what? There may have been. I really didn't pay attention to it because normally for me to be out here fishing like this, sometimes it's just routine for me. I mean, I've been on the backside of the Davis Dam out there where down the road a ways where I'm fishing on the lake side behind the dam area, and we're getting winds about 20 miles an hour, and I'm still out there fishing. There may have been. The only time I won't ever be on the water, like wind like now, is if I'm on my boat. If I'm in the, yeah, I won't ever be in the boat when it's this windy. Oh, no kidding. Wow. I didn't realize the winds got that bad out there. Well, you know what? That area's been getting a lot of rain too, I think. Wind and rain. I know off and on for the last couple of days I've been getting some good rain out there. That's a beautiful location out there. Ashfort's gorgeous. I love that area. We go by that. We go through there on the way to Seligman. Oh, they're selling properties just outside of Ashford? Nice. That's a beautiful area out there. It really is. Beautiful area. You're right off the 40 there? That area right there off the 40 freeway? I got you. Okay. No worries. Yeah, no problem. See you when you get back. Ooh, my ears are like ice right now. Yeah, it is pretty dark out here. Thank goodness I have lights. Hey, Rude, how are you? Glad you could join the channel tonight. Hopefully, you're doing well, my friend. I think tonight was one of those nights I should have wore a beanie. I knew better. I didn't bring it. Well, folks, we're going to give it a little bit more longer time, and then we're going to start wrapping stuff up as I'm getting really cold out here. I don't normally back down from a challenge, but it's cold. Might be one of them kind of nights where the bites are going to be far and few between. Yeah, no problem, Tony. Appreciate that, my man. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening, my man, if you're heading out. I will. You too. Be safe out there, buddy. Appreciate you coming on board tonight. It's kind of cool. I see the park ranger going by back and forth. If it's a park ranger, I think it is. She's actually a fan of mine. She actually watches the channel too. I met her probably about 6 months ago or so. Really nice young lady. She actually became a fan, became a subscriber to the channel. I think it's amazing. Right? Yeah, it's kind of cool too. Is that I live in the town that I live in. It's not real big. I mean, it's growing, no doubt, but it's not real big. But dude, I kind of chuckle because it's like sometimes I'll be someplace and somebody will recognize me. I thought, wow, that's kind of cool. I never really thought about YouTube people knowing you like that, but I guess a lot of people follow you. They get to know you. I've been a few places where I've had people want to take pictures with me. I'm like, that's kind of cool, you know. I gotta admit, man, it's kind of cool. Like, hey, aren't you that YouTube guy? Yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's kind of cool, man. Ooh wee. Well, it's good to know at least the wind doesn't really affect the fish all so much. I mean, they still bite. It's just a matter of when they want to, you know? Yeah, you might be correct on that one, Alan. You may be correct on that one. Because there's no towers on the other side of that hill, or that big hill over there. So it may have been a plane that was going by. You could be correct on that one. Good evening, Memory. How are you? Thanks for joining. Yes, sir, we did. We caught one, probably about a pound and a half to 2 pound striper tonight. Wasn't nothing. Wasn't a big one, but it was a decent little fight. I got to finally break in that new bait, that real bait reel I got. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that, Memory. Yeah, man, I get excited. A catch is a catch. I get excited about it. I really do. Yeah, that water did climb quite a bit since I got here. It's coming up pretty quick now. They must be releasing it out all full 3 units. Yeah, folks, that's the wind hitting that pole. It ain't no fish. It's really windy out here. I may end up wrapping it up because it's starting to get really windy and cold. Folks, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me tonight, man. It means a lot. I do mean that. Appreciate it a whole bunch. This channel would not be successful without you guys. I do appreciate that. Wouldn't it be funny if I actually had a fish on here? It's happened before. A couple of times, actually. Not realizing I had a fish. A little bit of vegetables for sure. Or salad. Didn't seem to be as bad tonight, though, with that. Normally I get it in big old globs of it. Tonight wasn't so bad. I don't know if y'all remember these. A good friend of mine, Jim, actually built these. I had some just like these. I followed his design and concept, and the first time I actually used them, they worked out. They work out really well, actually. But I've actually had them with the screws or the bolts, whatever, it snapped. So I end up actually putting these bands around it and holding them in place. So this band has been a game changer so far. These things are solid, though, man. They are solid and stout, no doubt. I'm gonna run these to the truck real quick. I'll be right back, folks. See, I think Starlink might still be up and running too, potentially. Get that in there. Yeah, there we go. All right. Whoa. Ooh-wee. This is the rock I had to use to hold my chair down. Okay, I'll run this to the truck. I'll be right back. Let's see here. We'll put that there. I'll tell you what, it's nice and warm in this truck. Nice and warm in the truck. All right. There we go. See, I'm kind of catching up here, folks. Give me a second here. Alan says they have a real. Oh, okay. Yeah, I understand what you're saying now. Okay, I got you now. That makes sense. Yeah, it's kind of like that's kind of like that one I've got right now that I'm using. I think it's called a bait rail or a rail bait reel. I may not be using the proper name for it, but I do understand the concept of it. So yeah, definitely, definitely, definitely. Put this against a truck here so it doesn't fall down. There we go. All right, folks, I'll tell you straight out 100% the best investment I ever got for the channel right here. Starlink. This thing works amazing. Amazing. And you know what's even cool about it is that it can literally run off of it can run off a power pack. The DeWalt battery can run off of that. And it does really well. It's impressive. Ah. Yep, I was able to tell that it was off because the Starlink signal is not on the phone. So right now I'm just on straight cell. But again, Starlink definitely a game changer. It's so worth it. I think I got it on sale. It was Cyber Monday during the holidays, I think it was. And heck, they were running a good sale on it, so I jumped on it. I think initially from what I've seen, they run retail for about $499 just for the mini, and I was able to get it for that night for Cyber Monday, I believe it was, for literally 220 $220 for it. So it was a killer deal, killer deal. So I couldn't refuse it. And it's definitely been a game changer. Kind of pack it up in the backpack that way it doesn't get damaged. There's that. I don't know how in the world I ended. Oh, that's where it was. I'm like, how did I get that? I remembered. I picked it up. It was flying by, so I picked it up. All right, I'm gonna put this in the truck, stow it away. There. Got the old chair set up in here. We're good to go there. We got the tackle box. We're good there. The bait bag. Got the pole holders, the bait bag. Got the rods. Yeah. Another good investment. These lights. Things works wonders. Yeah, there we go. Yep, they work wonders, folks. They really do. Da-da-da-da-da. I think I got everything. Let me do a quick recount, make sure I didn't miss anything. 2 rods, bait bag, chair, tackle box, 2 pole holders, hammer, 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 hammer. Hammer, good. Starlink, got that. Yep, 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 yep. 2 lights. Yep, I think we're good. Turn around. Yep, I think we're good. Annie Mahoo. Annie Mahoo. Well, folks, I appreciate you joining me tonight and staying with me through the whole channel. Much appreciated. Well, welcome back. Welcome back. Glad to have you back here. Cindy, was it? I believe it is. I could be wrong. I'm not sure. If I'm wrong, I do apologize, but I think you said your name was Cindy, correct? Catfish and Bass. Yeah, I believe your name is. Anyway, welcome back. But folks, I just want to say thank you so much for spending this evening with me and allow me to. Oh, perfect. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, good deal. Sometimes I don't remember names, so kind of bear with me on that one. But I do appreciate each and every one of you joining me this evening on the channel tonight. Um, it was a great opportunity to get out here on the water and do some fishing. Needed it. It's been literally a week since I've been out here fishing. I think the last time I was when we were doing the gummy worm challenge. And if y'all caught that one, awesome. But if not, check it out. I believe it's in my playlist. It was me fishing with a gentleman, a friend of mine, Mike from Fishing with Ferg. Now it was Arizona State fishing with Louisiana State, and we decided to try if we could catch any fish on gummy worms. Unsuccessful, but I tell you what, it was a fun challenge. We had a good time, and I had a really good friend that was fishing with me out here too, Jim, and he even got involved with it. So we had a really good time out here. Now, was I expecting to catch anything? No, I kind of figured not. But man, it would have been cool if we got to. But again, we are always up for a challenge. So I think the next one, Mike is going to be picking that challenge. Let's see. I think he said orange peels and marshmallows. I think it was something like that, something around that nature. But that will be an upcoming challenge. We kind of do that just to get creative with the channel because we want to change it up, keep it interesting, keep it fun. I think a good channel, you got to have different and exciting content, even if they're goofy challenges. I'm all about that. One thing I've always said though with my channel that I want to keep it honest, keep it legit, keep it sincere. You see the good, the bad, the ugly, even the oopses when I make mistakes. That's what makes this channel fun. And you know what? As you guys who support me in my channel, who watch my content, I owe it to you to give you the best content that I can. I'm still kind of experimenting around a little bit with videos and stuff like that. If you hadn't had a chance to check out the video I just posted last night about our off-road adventure in here in Arizona State in the desert, I highly recommend that you do. It's some good video. There's a place that we went to explore called the Narrows. It's when you go through the Narrows, it's like being on another planet. It's just amazingly beautiful. So check out that video. And we also found a place that we go to every so often called Red's Bar. Now, out here in Arizona, if you guys are familiar with it, you know. But if you're not, we actually have what we call little makeshift bars that go out there in the desert, and people will set them up. And a lot of times when we're off-roading, it gets hot out there during those warmer months. Not summer because it's too hot then, but during those warmer months, or even sometimes during the fall and winter, you just want to stop and kick it with friends and family and just go out there and chill. And yeah, so again, we have them out there too. So again, check out that video. Highly recommend it. Still learning a lot about the videos on how to do stuff with editing and all that. So bear with me and be patient with me. I will get better as I do more of it. So again, but always a pleasure. My favorite go-to though for sure is lives. Lives is like one of my favorite things to do. It's the easiest, but yet it's action as it's happening. So yeah, I tend to ramble a lot. I do apologize. But again, folks, thank you so much. Whoop, almost lost that light again. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Folks, wherever you may be tonight watching, be safe, stay warm wherever you may be, and you know what? Take care of yourself and be good to each other, right? And as I always say, have a good time while you're doing it. And until next time we meet again, folks, have a wonderful evening. And until next time, I'll see you outdoors. Good night, everybody.